so certainly Mrs. Hardy and Parker Hardy would have relevant information, and so I would allow them to give a statement, but I think that is where I would draw a line.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd ask Shelley Hardy if she can come up at this time.
All right, so before we begin the victim impact statements, I'll just make a few general comments about how they need to proceed. First is, as each person comes to the witness stand, I'll ask you to state your full name and spell your full name so that we have it correctly in our record. I'm also going to ask that every person giving a victim impact statement address the court and tell the court what the impact of the crime has been on you. This isn't an opportunity to name call or anything like that toward the defense attorneys, or anything like that. There's a level of decorum that I will require people abide by. I understand it's a very emotional situation, but again, there's a level of decorum that we all need to abide by in this process. So Ms. Hardy, you can proceed.
I'm Shelley Hardy, SHELLEYHARDY. Can I start? Here we are finally, the day of judgment for Dale Warner. Some things in life, no matter how young or old, we can't understand why. Life and death, two most important things that happen to every single one of us. We never know when we are chosen to leave this earth, but I have learned that the horrific word murder is not one we can ever imagine would happen in a lifetime. Our minds have been chosen to go somewhere that is not normal or comfortable to be included in that club. Dale, you have taken Dee from us when I so wished you would have turned and walked away. You not only destroyed all of our lives, but also the lives of your children and families, and you not only destroyed all of our lives, but also the lives of your children and families, and especially Angelina's. You took her mother from her. I only hope that every night when you close your eyes, you see the beautiful face and smile of Dee, and that her image then turns to her lifeless body, nose and mouth duct tape. Remember that last image. We will keep her alive in our hearts, her laughter and love of life, that you will never be able to have control of her again, and knowing that you will never be free again to walk on our land or your land again, but hopefully will be your judgment for your life in prison. Dee knew we would fight to the end, and we won. And now I'm going to remove my bracelet that I've worn since Dee was missing, because we got justice. Thank you.
I am Raquel Bach, RIKKELLBOCK. Okay. Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Raquel, and I am Dee's youngest adult daughter. I am also the mother of 3 of Dee's beautiful grandchildren. My mom was blessed to meet 2 of them, but my youngest will only know her through the stories we share. She was my first child care provider for my older 2 children, and caring for her grandchildren brought her so much joy. After her tragic death, I was left without child care for my 6-month-old baby, and my siblings had to help me pick up the pieces. That is just one of many ways her loss continues to affect our family every single day. I have thought long and hard about what to say after all these years of living through this living nightmare. The question that always has stayed with me is why? Unfortunately, I now believe the answer is selfishness and greed. The only thing Dale cared about more than himself was money, and that is why we are here today. Dale was nothing without my mom. She was the force behind everything he now wants to claim as his own. She was a force that he could no longer control, and because of that, he took her life. He stalked, manipulated, and preyed on the very person he was supposed to love and protect, his own wife. He brutally beat her, strangled her, and then, as if that was not enough, he duct taped her hands and mouth. He wrapped her in tarp and hid her in a tank and tried to conceal the truth of who he really was. The cruelty did not end there. He cut off all communication between my little sister and the rest of our family. He made her believe that her own mom had simply walked out of her life to start a new one in another country. The trauma he has caused that child is something she may never fully recover from. He took away a beautiful soul, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, an aunt, and a friend. He left his own young daughter without both a mother and a father. He left 4 adult children without our mother and 7 young grandchildren without their grandmother. Our mother was the foundation of our family and a source of strength for so many others. She was our protector, our supporter, and our motivator, and our best friend. Her death created a pain and burden that none of us will ever fully recover from. We're all still trying to learn to live without her. My mom's name, Dee Hardy, will live in our hearts and our community for an eternity, but Dale Warner's name will be gone forever. The emotional and mental damage Dale has caused, especially to our youngest sister, is something that can never be repaired. Throughout this entire investigation and trial, he has shown no remorse and taken no accountability for his actions. He deserves no mercy now. My mom does not get a second chance at life, and neither should Dale. Your Honor, we ask that you use your best judgment in sentencing Dale and impose the maximum sentence allowed for the crimes he has been convicted of. He did not just take the life of his wife, he took the mother of 5, a grandmother, and the heart of our family. Thank you.
Hi, my name is TJ Bach, TJ B-O-C-K.